Hallo, vandaag oefenen we zinsstructuur met hulpwerkwoorden. Hello, today we practice sentence structure among which auxiliary verbs. Let us start. Laten we beginnen. De standaardstructuur ziet er als volgt uit. The standard structure van verb looks as following. De kat slaapt op het bed. The cat sleeps on the bed. So let's color code this. The cat in blue here is the subject. What it's all about, the cat. The subject is the person or the animal or the object performing the action sentence. Then we have slaapt. Slaapt we call conjugated verb. Vervoegde werkwoord. It simply means it is the action that the subject is doing. Sometimes there are multiple verbs in the sentence, which we will get to soon. But for now, simple sentence, it's the action and it instantly comes after the subject in the normal sentence structure. And then we finish with op het bed. Whilst at this location, we're going to treat this just as rest of sentence. Rest of sentence, you can move around reasonable, okay, in the Dutch language. There are some rules, but let's not break our head about this for now. Okay, other sentences follow the same structure, right? Ik koop elke zaterdag een brood. I, the subject, koop, the action to buy, elke zaterdag een brood. Every Saturday, a bread. Or wij kopen elke zaterdag brood. And here you see that the verb that changes, the only verb in the sentence now, is the conjugated verb. And it changes because we change the subject. Instead of ik, we say wij. Okay, this is normal sentence structure. Let us go a little bit deeper. So instead of saying the cat sleeps on the bed, the cat slaapt op het bed, let's say the cat can sleep on the bed. So how would this work in the Dutch language? Hoe werkt dit in het Nederlands? Hoe werkt dit in het Nederlands? Sorry, not this, but dit. Okay, we're going to use can, kunnen. I'll show you kunnen a bit deeper in a moment. For now, we focus on the structure. And the cat slaapt op bed. You have here, I highlighted slaapt. Let's keep an eye on what happens to it, because it's not the same as in English. And we want to add the modal verb kunnen. I will just give you this one, because it's irregular, and we'll just give the proper one. And we get the kat kan op het bed slapen. So what do we have here now? Well, we still have the subject in its proper place, the kat. Now, het hulpwerkwoord, or the auxiliary verb, is the one that we conjugate, right? So the kat kan is the conjugated verb. So it's still the same order. Then the rest of the sentence also didn't move. Op het bed. And then we have slapen. And that is slaapt from earlier, right? So we took that verb. We put it all the way to the ending. And we decided we don't want to conjugate it anymore. What do we mean with that? We just want to have the full verb. So we don't care anymore if it is a singular person, or is it is a group of people, or a singular cat, or a group of cats, or if it is past tense, it doesn't matter. We use the full verb. And it's also called the infinitive verb. Sorry. So we now go to kunnen, because we will practice this together now at the moment. And the present tense is ik kan. Jij or je kunt or kan. U kunt or kan. Hij kan. Zij or ze kan. Het kan. And in the plurals, it's always kunnen. Past tense, singular, always kon. And the plurals, always konden. Okay, that's it. Let us go to the next slide. And let us practice. So here are some example sentences. And let's try to use our mind to fill in the proper form of kunnen. Remember? It was this slide. Leave it here for a few more seconds. And okay, good luck. I will give you the answers now. So the proper answers are: wij kunnen goed fietsen. Wij, we is plural. Jij kunt, or jij kan, niet zo goed fietsen. Daantje kan al zwemmen. Kan or kun jij vandaag eieren kopen? Now, if you had here kunt jij vandaag eieren kopen, that is technically wrong. Don't worry about it. It has to do with the fact that we invert jij. And only for jij and je, when it means jij, the T drops. I'll also explain that in a different video that will go about that will have the subject of questions in there, and you can create questions with the versions. But for now, it's okay if you did that one wrong. And the last one, number 5. Kunnen Brigitte en jij naar het feestje komen? Okay, next exercise. Let's try to put this now in the past tense. And here we go. So as you can see, the sentences, switch back for a moment. They didn't change, right? They stayed the same. We only changed kunnen or kan or whatever we had to the past tense. Meaning, for plurals, it became konden, wij konden. And number 5, konden, Brigitte en jij naar het feestje komen. And number 2, 3, and 4 became kon, because they're singular. That's it. That's how we make the past tense if we use kunnen as a hulpwerkwoord or auxiliary verb. Okay, laatste oefening, last exercise. Here we have a sentence. Xavier wandelt naar de kroeg. The next sentence. Wij schaatsen op het ijs. Ajax scoort niet. De politie bekeurt. En mijn kat zegt zijn naam. Got a translation there. And what we want is instead of saying, for example, the politie bekeurt, the police finds, so they hand out fines. We want to say the police can fine. How would we say this in Dutch? So, should give it a try now. So we go to the next slide, and here we go with the answers. Okay, so pay attention to where the form of kunnen is and what happened to the verb that was conjugated before. Here we have, for example, Xavier wandelt, but it becomes the full verb, right? Wandelen at the end. So we get kan naar de kroeg wandelen, kunnen op het ijs schaatsen, Ajax kan niet scoren, de politie kan bekeuren, en the last one, mijn kat kan zijn naam zeggen. Now, that last one might be a weird sentence, right? Because if you translate it all, they all look kind of reasonable sentences. I mean, I'm sure that Xavier can walk to the pub, right? I'm sure we can skate onto the ice. I'm sure Ajax cannot score, also not really new. We're sure that the police can fine. But the last one, mijn kat kan zijn naam zeggen. My cat can say his name. It's actually true. It's my cat. Het is waar. Het is mijn kat. Ik laat het zien. I'll prove it. Dit is mijn kat. This is my cat. Dit is mijn kat. Mijn kat kan zijn naam zeggen. My cat can say his name. Mijn kat, zijn naam is Miauw. My cat, his name is Miauw. Graag tot de volgende keer en groetjes van Miauw. Dit was het. Doei doei.